To say it's stressful is probably the least the nicest way to say it. If you've got water, it's the age I think, if you've got water, you can do stuff. You can't do stuff if you don't have the water, is the fundamental thing. Even in a small area, you just can't do it. And a water bore has the advantage of you don't lose bulk meterage out of your block with a dam. It's a section that big. It's quite an efficient space, really. I suppose a very deep hole in the ground with not a usable water supply in it, but having something that actually optimises your flows is probably the biggest peace of mind that we're after, and that's probably what we came out with, having that sort of use of all the available information from geophysics, the information, the geographical information that came along with it. It's tremendously reassuring when you're about to embark on a large project. Because in that large project, the drilling and the startup is actually the smallest bit of it. It's everything else that comes along is inherently larger than it. So. Yeah, guys walked around with a pair of sticks. No. Okay, as I understand it, there was a team in basically the other side of the world that used proprietary technique to analyse the available data, including some of I suppose the larger physics style information that's available, and from that they determined where best to put an optimal bore in this area, and yeah, that could be done I suppose anywhere. It seemed to work quite well. There was an assessment of the block, I suppose, from a spatial point of view, I believe. So that was a different one as well, you know, from up high, sort of to try and grab the best lay of the land to match in with the interpretation as well. I suppose how easily the service was run. I suppose the quickness and the ease of it. You know, literally a matter of your DP and your lot number, which every sort of block and every sort of holding has. You can then basically match that into a database, and then the boffins can then take that through and give you a result from churning through, I suppose, reams and reams and reams and reams of data. It is quite amazing. That's the surprising bit from my point of view. The single best thing about it is you're using a scientific method. You're not using some oogie boogie stuff, some sort of gibberish that just someone reckons works. It's actually, it's a very scientific method of choosing a location to spend a lot of money, and that's the biggest bit of surety you can have. If you've got the science behind it, you can justify the decision. If you're just going with I reckon, that doesn't justify spending money in my point, but something that has science behind it, that is the reassuring. That's what you're paying for, and it's the guarantee, isn't it?